Peace, 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 peace. If you're coming in on Google Hangout, please mute your microphone. Mute your mic. Mute your mic. Peace, 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 peace. If you're coming in on Google Hangout, please mute your microphone. Mute your mic. Mute your mic. Peace, 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 peace. I don't know what's happening with this tag. If you're coming in on Google Hangout, please. I don't know what's happening with Google Hangout. All right, peace, peace. In the divine name of the Supreme Being, I want to greet everyone with a civilized greeting in a very uncivilized time. Shalom, Hotep, Assalamu Alaikum, Free the Land, Olafia, Barigani, any greeting that you go by, whatever school of thought that you're from. I simply would like to say peace. Some people say good afternoon, good evening, what's up, what it be, what it do, whatever. All right, this is Professor Griff, and you are now on Serious Minds, RN TV at the 9 o'clock hour. All right, we got a very critical subject we're going to discuss. All right, Kiana, peace, what's good? Julian, William Muhammad, B Son, William, of course. Who else is on here? A few other people. Peace to everybody on Google Hangout. All right, hopefully in 2 months, it's going to be an entire new platform that we're going to try out and we're going to make happen. All right. So if you're on Google Hangout or if you're on Facebook Live, can y'all hit somebody up and let them know that we're on and we're going to be discussing, all right, the black teens, black females, Latino females, black females missing in the DC and in some areas of Maryland. All right. The DC area, in some cases of Maryland, the DMV area. All right. Of course, I can't necessarily open the phone line tonight unless you want to call me on my 678 number, 678-557-2919. Do not call me on the studio number. All right, it is not going to work. Call me on the 678-557-2919 number if you'd like to talk. All right. Janie, is it? Earl, you say you in DC? Cool. We need to talk to you and a few other people then. Gil, Bonnie, Bankhead, and a few other people signing in. I'm waiting for a few more people to sign in. All right. And I'm waiting for a few other people to hit me up with some vital information that they said they had to give me. I'm going to kind of jam pack this stuff, all right, into one solid hour. All right. Keep in mind that my website is www.professorgriff.me. All right, professorgriff.me. All right. Of course, you already know my Facebook if you're on Facebook Live. If you don't, it's Kavan Shah / Professor Griff, or you can go to Serious Minds. That's SIRIUS Minds, MINDZ. All right. Please join the study group, join the Facebook group. All right, Serious Minds RNTV, so we can share information. All right. Shout out to Ra. I see you joining on. Really appreciate everybody that's signing on. All right. Just for this first few minutes, I got a few minutes to kind of talk about this information. The She event. All right, with special guest Professor Griff, of course. Saturday, April 1st at 2 to 3 at the Bethel Community Center, 3276 Winthrop Avenue in Indianapolis, Indiana. And then Sunday on the 2nd from 2 to 4, I will be at the Creations Loft, 6800 East 30th Street, Suite 777, Indianapolis, Indiana. Of course, call 317-447-5896 or go to www.uniquenation.com. Check me out. I will be talking about symbology, doing the breakdown in this sign we shall conquer, or hidden in plain sight, one of the chapters from the book. Indika Jones, peace. All right. Dietrich Oliver, peace. All right. Peace to you too, nephew. All right. Let's dive into this. All right. So on the cover of the Final Call newspaper, Black Female and Missing, on page 3, it talks about the nation's capital gripped by pain of missing Black and Latino girls. And before we dive into what's in the Final Call, All right. We are going to talk about, if you just put in your Google search engine or whatever search engine that you're in, peace. Which pill is that? Talk to me, man. What's good? All right. Red, oil, and blue. I tried to be the black pill, but they wouldn't let me. I had to fill out an application or something. All right. But hit me up. All right. If you put in any search engine and you put in missing DC girls or black girls missing in DC, any of the sort, just yeah. The things that come up are very critical. All right. So I'm gonna just take it from the rip from the top. On time, it says DC missing girls, what social media got wrong. All right. And then I think in that particular article, if they're headlining it like that, then they should have put what is the correct thing it should have said then. All right. 2, crimeonline.com. Missing DC girls, police say several have been found. Okay. Several have been found. All right. So let's just kind of dive into this and take a look at some of the different headlines that are causing this conflict and confusion. I watched the town hall meeting. I watched what several brothers and sisters had to say via their YouTube channels and that kind of thing. NPR says DC missing teens, a false number that spurred a real conversation on race. First of all, from the outstart, let's say this didn't just start. All right, red pill. Sorry about that, man. Peace to red pill. I know I'm laughing too, but we have to understand that this didn't start. I talked to Stutterman, peace, man, Sean DeVore, peace. I talked to a gentleman today. I cannot mention his name. He told me to keep this in confidence. He said he has relatives that work for the DC and Baltimore Police Department, and basically said they was averaging 30 to 40 missing girls a month. An overload, too much for them to handle. So what they did was they tried to kind of A, keep it under the wraps, B, do the best job that they could do because it was an influx. All right. And then when they did find some of the teens, there was no way for them to let the masses of the people know that some of the teens were found. All right. But he said some of his relatives work for the police department, and it's so many that they have to take to juvenile court, and so many they got to take to detention centers and this kind of thing, and go in court on domestic charges and that kind of thing. So it's not necessarily confusing. It's just overwhelming for the police department to the point where they might have to set up subsidiary agencies in order to handle the influx of girls that are missing. I'm going to go over some things, and I know y'all know that I'm not crazy. And to some of them dipshits out there, excuse the language, that are childish and immature and want to call names because you don't necessarily agree with their philosophy or the way they go about doing things. I just want to set for the record, I'm not a clone. I didn't die. They don't have a chip in my ass. So none of it's true. You can call me any day of the week and talk to me, hang out, kick it, or whatever, and show and prove that that's not true. All right. Before I move any further, shout out to my queen Soleil. Shout out to Soleil and the family out in Puerto Rico enjoying themselves. It's a beautiful thing to get away, relax, take in the sun, meditate, do what we need to do. All right. And it's a beautiful thing that she's doing that because she can educate them on this kind of situation with these women that are coming up missing. All right. Let's get back to the subject. That's on the subject, but right back directly to it. Shout out to my man Chip, Aaron Allen. All right. So I'm going to say some things that I don't want you to think is too far to the left. I had a beautiful conversation with Rich, Brother Rich, a nice conversation with a couple of people in the DMV area. I had a conversation with Darren Muhammad and a few other people. Some people just don't want to be mentioned. But let me say this, man. I'm going to say some things that just don't take it the wrong way. A, we noticed it just didn't start recently. All right. We know back in the Enemy Mine days, we were putting out information talking about this same subject. Me, myself, not to pin medals or stand on nobody's pedestal. I put a platform in place so that a woman can speak to women about these particular issues. All right. And these are the kind of things that we were keeping on the forefront of people's minds. All right. Via Blog Talk Radio show that we had, and the other things that we was doing as far as touring, not touring, but doing lectures around the country. All right. That's number one. All right. The fact that they're missing and we don't have an infrastructure in place to stay in touch with one another so that we can form peace to my niece Hadia. Thanks for the help in Brooklyn. Really appreciate you. All right. If we can't form neighborhood watch groups, if we can't put together a search team, if we can't get together a texting or an app that we can kind of put together to stay in touch with one another so that we can be responsible for our own young people. All right. Peace to my man Opio Sakona, man. Love you to life, good brother, down there in Florida doing your thing. We have to be able to come together, break down the religious, political, education barriers that we have where we don't talk to one another and speak to one another so we can at least come together on the things that we need to come together on. All right. Anytime when it gets to this particular point and we start finding the average person being outraged and wanting to do things, I say at that point, it's too late. It's really too late at that point. We have to be proactive instead of reactionary all the time. All right. So let's understand that. So my number 2 point, which is the point that I was talking about with Darren Muhammad. Don't think that we crazy. In order for them to get numbers and the massive numbers of people riled up to the point where we're rallying behind this missing girls cause and tragedy, what better way to set something in motion to not only get all your goddamn animals chipped with the implantable biomicrochip, but now you have to get all your children chipped. So keep in mind, you can't even keep a damn job now if you don't get the vaccines. What comes with the vaccines is the implantable biomicrochip. You saw that a few years ago where they had to make the syringes bigger to fit the implantable biomicrochip passing through it. All right. Somebody put that up on the screen here in the chat room at, in Google Hangout and on Facebook Live. Can y'all do that? The implantable biomicrochip. All right. The ID chip, the RFID chip, so they can track us. All right. We have to keep this particular thing in mind, brothers and sisters. The next thing that you're going to see is multinational corporations with these commercials like they do with the little children in Africa with the snotty nose and the watery eyes and flies sucking nutrients and feeding off the tears in the little African children's eyes with the swollen stomachs. All right. They're going to appeal to your human side. And now they're going to want everybody to take the chip. The implantable biomicrochip is used for tracking. And we need to understand that. Thanks, Amy. All right. Thanks, Kelvin, and everyone else that's posting that. We have to be able to understand this particular dynamic. All right. That's number 2. Number 3, did you not hear me talk about Pizzagate? All right. What better way now? All right. We could throw a diversion to the left and one to the right. But what's going on right down in front of our eyes? Me and Darren talked about the Secretary of State and what's the duty of the Secretary of State. Then Hillary Clinton while all this was going on. All right. At the same time, in the back door and under the cover, Pizzagate was going on. Now, all of a sudden, it's hitting the news and social media thanks to a black woman in D.C. who's concerned. I believe she works for the D.C. Police Department in Baltimore and Baltimore Police Department that brought this to light. All right. At the same time, simultaneously, Pizzagate was going on. Don't say nothing stupid on the Facebook thing or on Google Live talking about, oh man, I think it's a false flag, the government, yada yada yada. Come on, stop that, man. Real people are missing. Real people are missing. All right. So Pizzagate going on at the same time. 30, 40 girls a month has been going for years now, coming up missing. But now, because someone is bold enough to step outside of the ranks of those that have taken the oath and not part of the madness in human trafficking. You can go right now on YouTube, and you can go right now on Google and Google young boys that have been found, and when they do find them, the organs are missing. All right, the organs are missing. This is real. All right. Excuse me, brother, I forgot your name in Brooklyn. I know you got the whole t-shirt line thing going on, but send me a message, a text message, so I can shout you out. Thanks for the t-shirt, man. Really appreciate it. I just have to show the people, because this is one of those shirts that's like, damn, for real. All right, I understand it now. I got you. It hasn't been plain then, it's plain now. All right, and we're gonna say never again. Plain and simple. But anyway, back to the subject at hand. Hillary Clinton and the rest of the thugs and criminals and banksters and gangsters up on Capitol Hill. All right, when Pizzagate was going on, everything was hush. All right, human trafficking and prostitution and kidnapping at a high level. All right, Julian Manley Jr. Peace was good. So we have to understand this. All right. Let me pull this other information up in the phone. Listen, roll your mind back to the 80s and help me out to put some information up here so I can see it. All right. Roll your mind back to the 80s, where they accused a black man by the name of Wayne Williams, and they still have him in jail for the missing and murdered boys in Atlanta. What were they doing to the boys? What were they doing to the boys? According to Steve Coakley and according to Baba Dick Gregory, all right, they was cutting the heads of the penises off, all right, in any dark area, nipples and genital areas, and any dark area that you could find heavy concentration of melanin. They was taking melanin from the boys' bodies and, of course, the organs, because there was a rare form of cancer that Dick Gregory had reported that white people was having, that they needed to do research, and they needed a high form of melanin that could only come from black people. All right. This is not far-fetched. You act like Harriet Washington in her book, Medical Apartheid, wasn't correct in what she was talking about. Go look it up for yourself and stop running your mouth and do a little bit of research before you bring your ignorant ass to the conversation. Excuse me. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the people that's not on here. But I'm saying, okay, now, why aren't they offering? This is what Darren Muhammad dropped on me. Why aren't they offering large sums of money to find these girls? Peace, Keisha Walker. Peace. All right, tell your dad to hit me up. Why aren't they offering large sums of money? You let a white child come up missing, you'll see posters, Amber Alerts. What's that thing on the highway that you see when you're driving along, an Amber Alert, and you know, they'll tap into your damn phone and send you an Amber Alert on your phone. All kind of stuff happening. They'll tattoo the flyer on some fat chick's ass. You see this thing everywhere. Young white girl missing, and you know, you can't, everywhere you turn around, on milk cartons, on Snicker bars, all kind of shit, on candy bars, you see it everywhere. On billboards. You're right, Nikita. Where are the large sums of money that people are offering to find these girls? You see that your life ain't worth what white people's lives are worth. They're showing and proving this to you every single day. All right. It wasn't not one Amber Alert for Al Missy, not one Al Malik, not one Amber Alert. All right, right now, I ain't got the little applause thing on here because I don't even know how to do that shit. But I'm saying we need to give a shout out to these sisters right here. Hope I can pull it up real quick. These sisters are doing a beautiful, 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 beautiful job. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick, man. The sisters that did the Amber Alert. All right. It's called Illumina Alert. I think. Hold on for a second. I can't mess this up. If I don't get nothing right, let me at least get this right. I think Darren probably needs to send it to me again, but I'll have it before the end of the show, and I'll post it. I think it's called the Illum Alert. Hold on. Let me see. Let me pull up Darren Muhammad's name. Illum Alert, man. It's like this sister came up with a damn Amber Alert for black people, since them other people don't consider us human, and they don't want to at least give us some kind of daggone credit. All right. Let me hit Darren up. Oh, here it go. Hold on. Hashtag Lumin IU alert. Hold on. It's hashtag LUMINIOUS alert for missing black girls and children. Hashtag app is coming soon. All right. But right now, it's LUMINIOUS ALERT. All right. These sisters have created an app, all right, that will, for us, so that we can warn one another and send the word out. Black people are everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? At $353 a gram, melanin is worth, wow. So they selling melanin like that. All right. But black people are everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? Everywhere. I mean, your ass can't hide when you owe that damn child support. You understand what I'm saying? You miss a goddamn a dot of I on your goddamn taxes and forget to cross the goddamn T, they will find your ass. Trust me, they will. You understand what I'm saying? But now, oh, hold on. I think I know what's happening with my. Do I have to do this live? Hold on for a second. I think I need to pause that and just do this. I don't necessarily want to do that live like that. All right. I think I was coming in twice on the Google Hangout. All right. I think I'm clear now. I had to cut the live stream short. Wasn't nobody on there any old damn way. I think it was. People were giving information. Assalamu alaikum, Griff. Peace. Good, bro. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to juggle 3 or 4 things at the same time, yo. So kind of bear with me. All right. All right. But let's understand this. All right. So let's dive back into this. The melanin that they wanted for the young boys in the 80s. What is it? What is it now? All right. So for some people, hold on. For some people, you understand what I'm saying? See, now can't do that. For some people to write this off and think that it's conspiracy theory and it's far-fetched that they're kidnapping black people just to extract organs and taking the melanin out of the body. All right. It's not that's not far-fetched. I'm sorry. Not. Hold on a second. It's not far-fetched. So let's understand this particular dynamic. Let's recap. It didn't start recently. People have been knowing about this. It took a black woman to come, and along with some concerned white people and some politicians, some officials, some community people, some business people, all right, to take to social media. Hell, if the FBI admitted that they set up fake Facebook accounts and pages to monitor certain people and get information to go find criminals, come on, man. Come on. This is not that damn difficult. Black people are all over Washington, D.C. Shit, they call it the chocolate goddamn city. So you mean to tell me we couldn't get together in groups and create grids and get in touch with one another? You understand what I'm saying? Trust me, man. There were some concerts I went to. I didn't see them on social media. Some people sent some stuff to my phone, hit me up, whatever. They'll let you know so-and-so's coming to town. But with this, it's almost like they don't care. Now, I did have a conversation with a few people. And excuse my French, excuse my language, that conversation went a little bit something like this. The average chick won't even speak to you, Griff. So the average chick won't thank you if you hold the door for her. The average chick won't do this. Black women that. Black women got attitudes. Black women this, that, and the other. All right. They grown at fucking 14 and 15 years old. So who knows? They spent the night over the girlfriend's house or they did whatever. We don't know if they're coming home and they don't check in. We don't have that kind of thing with the black family anymore. You understand what I'm saying? And members of my family are guilty of that right now. It's like, I'm like, yo, you on your way home. I know you going home. I know your ass grown, but send me a smiley face, a thumbs up or something when you get there. Let me know you home. What is wrong with that? Oh, come on, Dad. Blah, 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 blah. No, don't come on, Dad me. If that's all I'm asking. Just do that for me so I can rest at night. You understand what I'm saying? You taking trips in and out of the goddamn state, much less the damn country, and you won't even send me a smiley face or something to let Dad know everything is cool. You know, I had the conversation a few hours ago. I'm like, yo, when was you going to tell me you were back? You know, I'm not tracking your whereabouts, but I'm saying you are my child. You understand what I'm saying? Nah, hit me up and let me know something. For real. You use the goddamn the expensive ass cell phone that I bought for everything else. But you can't call me and let me know I'm good. That's all I'm asking. All right. I know you're at that rebellious stage and that age where you think you're grown. But you see, this is what's going on in the black family. All right. Let me tell you something, man. I had to fucking report in the moms. It's like, yo, I'll be back. Yada, yada, yada. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And if the sun went down and she ain't hear from me, whatever, whatever, she has every right to worry. But why would you want to do that to your mom and your dad? Or your wife or your girlfriend or whatever? So I'm saying, all right? So people think it's far-fetched. It's about the implantable biomicrochip. It's not, all right? They're kind of trying to control. This is one of the overall objectives of, if you want to call them the Illuminati, you call them what you want to call them. If you just want to call them the powers that be, whatever cute name that sits right with you, whatever school of thought you're from, we're not going to argue that point. But those that are in control of all of this, those that control your enemy, all right, want total control and manipulation of human beings to use them as mind control slaves, use them as mind control sex slaves, keep you broke, keep you hungry, control the food, control the weather, control what you see, smell, touch, taste. This is real and it's going on right now. I'm not arguing with y'all about that, man. Y'all go argue with some damn body else. I ain't got time to argue about that. It is what it is. All right? Plain and simple. You take it up with your inner self and figure out whether or not you want to put it in the category, whether you want to believe in it. This shit ain't up for debate. Real black and Latino girls are missing right now. And all of the armchair revolutionary shit that y'all talk, playing remote control revolutionary, sitting in your comfortable homes while they snatching up black girls and taking organs and putting them into sex trafficking rings and this kind of thing. Come on, man. There's enough evidence out there now. And don't think this is just some foreign dude like you may see in the movie Taken or some shit. Some foreign underground network. No, this shit is happening right up under our noses. Right where we live. Plain and simple. All right. Excuse me for talking at a high pitch and being so amped about it, but it's like, what was that? What if that was your sister or your niece or your cousin? You'll be blowing my phone up. All right. So I'm treating it like it's mine. All right, because it is mine. Brother Kaba Kwab, and they said, listen, man, you in the store and sister girl come in, you know, she double parked. She's in the store for a few minutes. She's in there with her children. She can't take all her children back to the car because she forgot her wallet. She's like, excuse me, can you watch my, I got to run right back to the car. At that moment right there, I become those children's parent. Plain and simple. Y'all don't play like y'all didn't see the thing on Facebook where the woman was in the goddamn laundromat and her child, she had one in her arm and the child was right there by the door. The dude reached in and snatched her child and ran. All right. And I don't want to keep seeing these messages about and getting these phone calls. Yo, ain't nobody doing that. No, Negro, you ain't doing shit. People call me every day. We're doing something. What are you doing? All right. And shout out to those people that do call me and say, how can I get involved? What can I do? A few women called me like that. They feel helpless because, you know, they don't know what to do. So if you got an organization that's out looking for the girls, if you got a website, if you got an app like these sisters have developed that explain their app to Darren Muhammad, whatever it is that you're doing, all right, we have to know what you're doing so brothers like me that do have a platform can get the information out there, all right? I don't give a damn who is leading it. That's not my issue. Okay, we don't want no fucking pedophiles and no pimps leading it, but I'm saying I don't give a damn who's leading. If you Christian, Muslim, whatever you got going on, I'm not interested in having a debate with you before we go look for the girls. Let's find the missing girls, and we can have that other discussion on the other side of the fence when our children are safe. Plain and simple. Let me read some of these headlines. 2 months ago, a new commander at the Washington Metropolitan Police Department made a pledge. Let's find the girls. Let's open that up and see what they had to say. I know I'm moving real quick. All right. But I can only move as quick as this computer allowed me to move. Missing black girls in D.C. sparked outrage. Prompt calls for federal help. All right. If they're prompting calls for federal help, it has to be interest on a federal level and someone there that have a desire to help. We gotta understand this dynamic. All right. All right. Local police data show 22 missing child cases open in DC in 1 week. 22. One missing person is one too many, DC's police commander said. All right. Now we have to find this. They basically said, let's find our missing girls. Now, as the department posts profiles of black and Latina girls in the nation's capital on its Twitter feed almost daily, members of the Congressional Black Caucus are calling for a federal investigation. At the same time, we're calling on a federal investigation. What is wrong with us getting off our black asses and doing something while the feds do what they got to do? All right. We like baby's kids, man. We every goddamn where. We in the nooks and crannies. You understand what I'm saying? So when they decide what they're going to do, when they're going to do it, soon as we find out, let's go. Let's download the sister's app. You understand what I'm saying? You're right, John Trey. We need our own investigation. Why are we always running to the Fed when some of the fucking feds may be in on it? It's not an indictment of the Federal Bureau of Investigation or intimidation. I'm just saying to y'all, I don't trust none of them. All right. So why can't we get together while they're doing that? We do this. And when we find them, we'll have the Fed number on speed dial. Look, we found Shaliqua. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, we found them with so-and-so and so-and-so. There's no need for you to bring the EMT to ambulance. You might just bring the morgue truck. All right, because, yeah. Excuse me? Yeah, dude is no longer with us. Yeah. That's all. Plain and simple. Ain't no wrong with that. I'm not advocating violence. I'm advocating let's go find the girls. I just can't be the one to find them and find a dude that have them. I can't be that dude. All right? Plain and simple. Now, in a letter Tuesday, the lawmakers asked Attorney General Jeff Sessions and the FBI Director James Comey, what the fuck does this mean? These two motherfuckers who don't give a fuck about black people. You asking them, the Fed, to all of a sudden now be concerned. The same people that don't even want us in the fucking country. You want to be concerned with these two getting up their white asses to go find black children that they don't give a fuck about? Come the fuck on. Come on, y'all. No. Comey is not doing. He's trying to save his ass with the scandal with the Russian the investigation of the orange dude. What's the Cheeto dude name that's president? Yeah, they worried about that. They're not worried about black people in the hood. No. They're worried about how to get you out of the fucking hood for this regentrification program. Peace to Soleil that's just joining us. All right? Peace, love. I'm just saying, we got to understand this. So, Attorney General Jeff Sessions and FBI Director James Comey to devote resources necessary to determine whether or not these developments are an anomaly or whether are indicative of an underlying trend that must be addressed. Look, we ain't got no time to figure out whether or not this is a trend. We already know it's a trend. White people are saying it's a trend. All right. Black girls are coming up missing 30 to 40 each month. Half of those are being reported. If it wasn't for the responsible and people that are there in certain departments that's taken to Twitter and social media to make this known, all right, we can't wait on Comey. We can't wait on Sessions or none of these people to figure out what's happening, all right? What's happening to our girls? We got to figure that out. When children of color go missing, listen, when y'all see these kind of things, when you retweet this kind of stuff, there's nothing wrong with saying black. What the fuck is a person of color? When children of color go missing, authorities often assume that they are runaways rather than victims of abduction. This is the mindset. You can't even report it to after 72 hours. All right? And then they want to investigate you. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to understand. We know they're not going to go door to door. What's the case with the women that the dude kidnapped in Cleveland? They was at the goddamn house for 10 years and couldn't find them motherfuckers. So you think we should trust you and rely on you to find little black girls that you already wrote off as hoes and prostitutes and criminals and whatever else? Stop that. Stop. Sessions was briefed on the issue Friday. Justice Department spokesman Sarah, whatever her damn name is, said the Attorney General, let me not say it like that. The Justice Department spokesperson, Sarah, her last name is ISGUR, Flores, said the Attorney General is aware of the reports and looking into the issue. You know what that sounds like to me? Hello? Yes. I got some bad news for you, Griff. I'm a little bit pregnant. Fuck, how you gonna be a little bit pregnant? That's what that sounds like to me. Yeah, we know about the issue. We're gonna look into it. Stop that. The FBI declined to comment. So they have these bright red, yellow, and blue banners now. All right, with the official logo. Critical missing. Winter Griffin. All right. It tells you what block, on what date, at what time she came up missing. The Metropolitan Police Department is seeking the public's assistance in locating 10 years old. 10 years. Listen, first of all, my 10-year-old is not going to be out of my sight. No fucking sleepover, no slumber party, pajama party, no fucking camping in the motherfucking woods. No, you ain't going out of the country with auntie so-and-so. No, absolutely not. Not today. No, it's just not going to happen. David, this is not the time to be talking about, can I do a topic on the Moors and that? Bruh, stop, man. That ain't the time for that right now, man. Hit me up at seriousminds.info@gmail.com or call me 678-557-2919. Come on, let's be respectful, man. We got to deal with the urgent matter at hand, because David, if this was your child that's 10 years old or your niece or whatever, you don't want people interrupting the conversation with that. Come on, man. Let's be respectful. For real. Now, I hate to go on here and start blocking people and all that kind of stuff. That's not necessary, man. That's not necessary. All right? We should have an app. We should have a website. We should have a central go-to website where if somebody come up missing, we put them up on. You do that with the fucking parties, with the mansion parties and shit and everything that going in every fucking city. You let the goddamn BET Awards have a fucking after party featuring Cat Williams or 3 Chainz or somebody. You understand what I'm saying? That should be all over the goddamn internet. See, but it's not urgent for you because you don't give a damn about black children. Not all of y'all. All right? So come on, man. I'm not going to sit around and act like the federal government is doing something. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not that dumb, damn stupid. I'm not going to sit around and act like they all of a sudden concerned about black children. This is what really happened to the 500 missing girls. This report says a recent viral topic on social media has sparked fears about missing teens in D.C. But hype and misinformation has caused undue panic for many people. Stop. Stop, white people. If one child come up missing, it's too many. What the fuck you talking about? Excuse me. What are you talking about? Undue panic. Let Becky Assaflat come up missing. Let Sally Rotten Crotch or Ron Winger or one of those motherfuckers come up missing. All right? You wouldn't be talking about misinformation and undue panic for many people. No, Nah, you lose your fucking cell phone and your ass go on social media and try to find it. You lose your wallet and you panic. We're talking 500 little black and Latino girls that we can't find no damn more. And you talking about undue panic. The number of teens missing in the nation's capital has dropped in the last year. In 2015, the total number was 2,433, whereas in 2016, it was 2,242. 2,000? On whose watch? On what fucking block? Wow. You right, Suzette. If a fucking white girl came up missing, they would shut shit down. National Guard would come out and set up roadblocks. They would check under cars, trunks. They'd look in your pocketbook if your shit is big enough. Please, come on, y'all. And you're right. You're right. Indeed, the cause of panic was not a misreporting of missing teens, but instead a change in how the department shared such cases with the public. All right. A blessing and a curse at the same time is how Derica Wilson, co-founder of Black and Missing Foundation, described law enforcement's new social media. She said, a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing and it's a curse. All right. As a result of the posting about disappearances more frequently, police say that they have managed to solve cases faster than before. Like I said, it just didn't start, but they're able to solve cases now because some people are speaking up. All right. Y'all got to excuse my language. You dudes that are out there fucking with young girls, 12 and 13 and 14, thinking it's cute, doing all the shit that you do, putting it up on social media. Y'all better be glad, man, that I ain't got my army of 1,000 fearless warriors, man. Seriously. We're going to put a stop to that immediately. That's the first thing on my goddamn agenda. You fuck with a little girl, you might as well move to butt scratch fucking Siberia some fucking where. Because it is on and fucking popping. Plain and simple. Shout out to Jade. Thanks for signing on. I really appreciate that. But no, little girls off limits, bro. I don't give a fuck what your fantasy is. Little girls off limits. I'm saying this to R. Kelly and the rest of you bitch niggas. I don't give a fuck if you're an entertainer, artist, fucking Hollywood star. Don't make me no goddamn difference. That means nothing to me. Absolutely nothing. All right? We find you dealing with young girls, and I find out about it, and we find out about it. Nah, man. Ain't nobody you gonna be able to fucking call. Plain and simple. An underlying narrative to missing DC teen story was that most of the young women were black and Latino. We know that because if they was white, you'd have found them already. All right, or had a fucking show on the ID channel already. Shout out to my man Khalid Green. All right, out of Texas, Houston, which is statistically true, but fails to consider that Washington has a large minority population, approximately 40% black in the DC area. All right. Teenage girls reported missing in March in the District of Columbia who have not already returned safely. Julian Otero, 15. Jacqueline, not Jaqueline, Jacqueline Lacey, 15. Yashida Shahadshaya Enoch, 13. Deshaun Wallace, 15. Gladys Kit, 18. Talia Thomas, 12. 12. Diana White, 15. Talisha Coles, 16. Morgan Richardson, 15. The missing teenage boys. The missing teenage boys. Keon Herder, 19. Antoine Jordan, 15. Navarius Johnson, 14. All right. These are real people. The numbers are certainly startling, even without social media alarms sounding. In 2017 so far, 501 missing juvenile cases have been opened. Marinate on that for a minute. 2017. $501. So far, 501 missing juvenile cases have been opened. Count the number of the black people killing black people. Count the number of police killing black people. Count the number of those going to juvie. Count the number, the 501. Now add the 501 of missing juvenile cases. This is not an epidemic? Then what the fuck is? What constitutes alarm? Y'all tell me. Simply because if this is not alarming, I don't know what is. 96 of them have been solved already. A fact missed by many hysterical social media users. All right? Do us a favor. Post the ones that you've already found in the cases that you solved. All right? And we'll stop being so fucking paranoid. You post everything else. Give us that information. If you on Google Hangout, mute your mic. All right? Police say their recent social media campaigning on missing teens have generated a greater public awareness about an issue that existed for many, many, many years. It's already existed for many years. This is not new. All right. This is definitely not new. All right. So let's understand that. All right. Because the number of releases, there have been concerns that young girls in the District of Columbia are victims of human trafficking or have been kidnapped. All right, said Karima Bilal, a police spokesperson. Additionally, the majority of missing persons in 2017 are considered by authorities to be voluntary vanishings. I don't mean to laugh. Who the fuck wants to vanish voluntarily? You understand what I'm saying? Even when we run away as black people, we don't run far. Because sometimes I think I ran away once and got hungry and came the fuck back home that night. You understand what I'm saying? So come on, man. Or you go stay with auntie or your uncle or your cousin or your friend's mom let you stay at their house for a couple of days until shit calmed down at your house, right? And even they call your mom, right or wrong. We don't have that no more. Because you, black teen, you don't want nobody telling you anything. All right, you want to be grown. I'm not putting all the blame and the weight on the feds or police department or those people that are left with the charge and the duty and responsibility of finding them as far as police departments and other agencies. But I'm saying, when are we going to take some of this and put it on our own shoulders? All right? We look at every case closely to make sure that that doesn't happen. But to my knowledge, that hasn't been a factor in any of our missing persons cases, added Bilal. So the truth is finally coming out. Often do we see, how often, pardon me, do we see an Amber Alert for a missing black or brown kid? Please answer that question for me, y'all. How often do we see an Amber Alert? Low battery. Okay. Got a low battery. Ain't nothing wrong with a low battery. But how often do we see? I got to move this camera, y'all. How often do we see that? Talk to me. How often do we see an Amber Alert for missing teen, black and brown? Cat Williams said, not never. I don't. Let me give you this thing one more time. Darren Muhammad. Look up Darren Muhammad, y'all. Where am I at? Oh, right here. Darren Muhammad said the sister created a beautiful app that we can use just for us. All right. You talk about economics. You talk about buy black, shop black, and all this other black, FUBU for us, by us, and black this, and black people this, and black people singles, and black people meet, and Black Planet, and black all this other stuff. But there ain't nobody talking about black missing and murdered girls. All right. So hold on. So the app, again, that the sisters created, hold on for a second. Wow. Wow. Okay. I want to know how to pronounce this. Lumen, Lumen Hours, pardon me. Lumen OUS alert. A luminous alert, pardon me. LUMINOUS alert. LUMINOUS alert. All right. I need y'all to go there. All right. We got to talk about living resistance. We got to go to these websites and start hearing what these people are saying. They're having town hall meetings. Hear what the new commander is saying. This is the information that Darren Muhammad is sending me. We have to be able, if you know the families, talk to the families. And a lot of y'all cats with YouTube pages and channels and platforms like this, come on, y'all. Get the information out to the people, the correct information. Hold on. It's luminousalert.org. www.luminousalert.org. All right. All right. Let me show it to y'all. Write it down. All right. Write the information down. Luminous Alert. All right. Giving a voice to the voiceless. We don't know where these girls are. All right. But we have to do what we have to do in order to find them. Yo, trust me. If any young girl on my watch come up missing in my sphere of influence, yeah, man. Y'all better pack a motherfucking lunch because it's going to be on and popping for real. I don't even know what to tell y'all. I don't want none of y'all fake ass fucking religious people talking about, oh, Professor Griff, you need to calm down and just be mindful that, man, shut the fuck up. No, it's just not going down the way you think it's going to go down. You understand what I'm saying? But if we don't take that kind of attitude for the least of us, all right, why are we sitting around waiting? We need to be proactive. Why are we always reactionary? Why can't we put some things in place to prevent these things from happening? You understand what I'm saying? Luminous Alert, giving a voice to the voiceless. Luminous Alert. All right. Now, Final Call newspaper. Everyone with an organization, do your job. All right. If you got an online newsletter, newspaper, whatever, get the information out to our people. All right. If you're not doing this, shut the fuck up and stop talking about the people that are. All right. In this case, just be quiet. I know I'm cursing a lot on this show, but just be quiet. If you ain't got nothing positive to say. All right. I don't care if your ass don't read the Final Call newspaper. You got a beef with the Muslims or the nation or whatever. You're not doing nothing. Shut the hell up. Plain and simple. All right. Mao Zedong said no investigation, no right to speak. Plain and simple. Get the information out to the people. All right. It's easy for you. If you're not a writer and you don't know what to do, take a picture of this and post it like you be posting some of the naked flicks. You with muscles and money and cars and you up in the fucking club and all that shit. Take a picture of this with your cell phone, put it right on Facebook. All right, take a picture of the cover. It's simple. You ain't got to do a whole lot. Just take a picture of it and put it on the cover. Spark some interest. Talk about it. All right. When you go to work and when Sally Rodney Crouch want to talk about whatever happened on the TV last night, just say, nah, did you hear about the 500 girls that were missing? You understand what I'm saying? Keep it on people's minds. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I know y'all saying, Griff, you kind of amped and whatever. Well, this is something to get amped about. Missing girls stir renewed activism in D.C. All right. These are some new names. All right. And it seemed like, people are just, I'm not saying that no one is actually doing anything, but for this to go on for this long, all right, and it's not like a national outcry. I'm talking about if we're not seeing it as much as we're seeing all the madness on TV, you understand what I'm saying? Whoo, y'all need to treat this like y'all treat them TV shows that y'all addicted to, Walking Dead and Game of Thrones and Cards of Throne and whatever the fuck y'all watch, Missing Slaves and whatever the fuck, for real, Empire and all this other shit. So it says here, the District of Columbia around the issue of the missing girls and Latino girls, entertainment and sports stars such as Puffy, Nicki Minaj, Meek Mills, actresses Sanaa Lathan, and Howard University graduate Taraji Henson, rapper and actor LL Cool J, excuse me. The Washington Wizards phenom Jay Wall expressed concern about what's going on. Let's not only express concern. Let's put some chump change together. All right. Let's get some of them units. Remember we had the what's the dudes with the red berets back in the day that used to patrol the streets? Oh, damn. Come on, y'all help me out, man. Who are the cats with the red berets back in New York that used to patrol the streets, man? Curtis Lewa. He started this organization. Somebody put it up in there. The Guardian Angels. Damn. Thank you, Jika. The Guardian Angels. What is wrong with us doing that, man? And you ain't gotta snitch or tell them. Grab your damn cell phone. You got the picture of the missing person. Take a picture of the person that you think is the missing person. Shoot it to the website. Tell somebody, and you can go on about your business. I know a lot of y'all don't want to interact with these people because you're scared of young people. You're scared of getting into that confrontational thing with young people. But don't worry about it. That's why you got that $700 goddamn computer in your pocket. Put it to some use. What is wrong with that? Say something to somebody. Plain and simple. My phone number is 678-557-2919. My website is www.professorgriff.me. All right, I'm on here every Wednesday night. All right. If I need to stop the damn broadcast in order to report something, all y'all got to do is call me. You understand what I'm saying? Michelle Key, stop that. My name ain't been Richard in a long goddamn time. All right. So listen. So let's understand this, how urgent this is. All right. Everybody that's doing lectures, you need to mention it at your lecture. I'm calling y'all to task. I'm calling y'all to the carpet. This is where the rubber meets the road. Every show that I don't care, from Joyce Watkins to the rest of them. All right. I need everybody to mention it on all their shows anytime you take the social media. All right. This is real. All you baby Bible babblers, you kitty Quran quoters in the church, the mosque. I don't give a fuck if you gambling. All right. Stop selling weed for a minute. Or if you sell something to somebody, say, yo, put the person's face on the 20 dub sack bag or something. Whatever the fuck you do it. Plain and simple. All right. We'll talk about the other stuff a little bit later on. All right. This is Serious Minds, RNTV. This is Professor Griff. All right. Let's stand up for our girls, man. Our missing girls. All right. Let's stand up for them and show young people that we do care about them. Like I always say, man, I love y'all to life. All right. And I'm demonstrating that through my life's work and through my ways and actions. I'm not just doing the lip service. All right. Let's make something happen for real. I don't give you have to have organizing committees in every city. Let's go make it happen. This is a nice time for y'all to contact all them goddamn people that was protesting inside of Black Lives Matter. Call them up since they got chapters all over the place, and let's form some groups where we can go look for these girls, man. All right, it's cool for y'all to protest and all that. We need to get together in DC, about 10,000 of us. We need to get together and break off in groups, and let's go door to door. Let's go find them. All right. I love you all to life, man. This is Professor Griff on Serious Minds RNTV. All right. If y'all need to reach me, of course, seriousmindsinfo at gmail.com. My phone number is 678-557-2919. All right. Peace. I got to go. Revolution is not an event. It's a process. Peace, Soleil. Love you to life. I'm out, y'all. Peace. Peace, y'all, on Google.